We start tonight with an important message from the President of the United States. Take a look.
So it's 15 days from yesterday. We'll see what happens after that. If we do this right, our country and the world, frankly, but our country can be rolling again pretty quickly. We have to fight that invisible enemy that, I guess, unknown, but we're getting to know it a lot better.
Invisible enemy, the president's right. As we speak, this country, the entire world, is in a fight against that enemy. And now major financial help is on the way. The White House actively working on an aggressive, almost $1 trillion stimulus package, including a payroll tax cut, money for small businesses, emergency assistance to major industries that are directly impacted by this virus. That would mean, the airline industry, cruise industry. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin said today that the president wants Americans to receive checks within 2 weeks. Look, we're Americans. We are going to help out our fellow Americans. This country rebuilt Europe after World War II. We saved an entire world numerous times from evil and tyranny. We did it again and again. We paid that price. We must help our fellow Americans, like post 9/11. Industries directly impacted. They will rightly get the help they deserve. American workers, they've got to get the help they deserve. We help countries every day and night, and every single time we help the world. Small businesses, they've got to get the help they deserve and need, and hopefully something nonpartisan. I have a huge caveat on this. All of you swamp creatures, pay attention. We will find the money. That's who we are. But Washington, all of you, Republicans and Democrats, stop with the pork barrel misuse of our tax dollars. If you're a member of Congress, this is not about your special interest projects. This money, every penny of this money, needs to go to American workers, American businesses directly impacted by the virus. That's it. That's what this bill should be. Nothing more, nothing less. It's got to be managed wisely so people who need the assistance get the assistance and get it as quickly as possible. Not power-hungry politicians who build their power base by creating dependency that want to spend it on issues that have nothing coronavirus-related to do with this. This is a crucial moment, because even now, the U.S. military is confronting coronavirus, that threat head-on. And breaking tonight, the Department of Defense, they're now deploying 5 million N95 masks to healthcare professionals nationwide. That's great news. Why? Well, we've got to protect healthcare workers that throw themselves in front of this virus and every other illness and disease every single day. They've got to be protected. Department of Defense is also releasing an additional 2,000 ventilators in case civilians need them in preparation for a worst-case scenario. Military hospital ships, they are now being prepared for possible deployment to help overcrowding in hospitals. Plus, the Department of Defense is opening 14 new coronavirus-certified testing labs. The National Guard now assisting states with logistics and medical support. It's an all-hands-on-deck situation. By the way, states, governors, municipalities, mayors, you got to do your job, too. Now, thanks to some very decisive early action by the president, we're now in a position to beat this disease, mitigate the impact. Now, the president's temporary travel ban, every day we now see how critical this was at a critical time. Very successful, slowing the spread of that disease that now the European Union is replicating the ban within their own borders. It's a little late for them. The first case in this country was January 21st, first known case. The travel ban was put in place 10 days later on January 31st. Nobody's ever acted that quickly to stop the spread of a pandemic. By the way, can the media find one good thing to say about Trump? We'll get to that later in the show. Now, on the very same day, quid pro quo, Dr. Joe said it was fear-mongering and xenophobic and hysterical. That one decision, that travel ban, followed by the quarantine, prevented this pandemic from being exponentially worse, meaning thousands and thousands of more Americans would have contracted this disease, and it would have been dramatically more difficult to contain and mitigate. And meanwhile, the president's groundbreaking public-private partnership is resulting in expedited testing for Americans. They now have their drive-through testing centers. That's a good thing. The last place you really want to be right now, if you don't have to be there, is a hospital. Why? Because we need beds for those that really need it, number one. Number two, it's a petri dish. You don't want to be there. And with red tape slashed, scientists, medical researchers, our doctors are now rapidly developing not only treatments, but hopefully a vaccine. This unprecedented cooperation between the government, private industry, this will now forever change the way this country and the world will deal with future pandemics and crises, just like the travel ban. Unfortunately, tonight, I have bad news to report. Why Philly and their police department is doing this, I don't know. They're placing an indefinite pause on arrests for certain nonviolent crimes. Crimes are still pursuant to a warrant served at a later date. But the new policy is really bad and a bad idea that will license people to commit crimes and sometimes major cases. The city of Philadelphia must continue to enforce the law, especially during times of uncertainty, or you will have more law breaking. You'll say, go ahead, you're fine. That's not good for the people of Philadelphia. We'll keep you posted. Also, let's get to some important facts and information, again, without fear. Tonight, as expected, the number of confirmed coronavirus cases in the U.S., that is rising. There are now more than 6,000 confirmed cases in the United States. We've been telling you this is happening. Sadly, over now 100 deaths in the U.S. Now, those numbers, as I've been saying, will likely rise seemingly and dramatically in the next days and weeks. The hope is that if we follow the president, the vice president, the task force 15-day recommendation, we will mitigate the spread of this virus. So that's why it's important. And listen up, because it's more important than ever to heed the guidance of this task force and the president, what they're calling on all of us to do for the health and safety and security, especially for older Americans, those with compromised immune systems, underlying health conditions. Take the following crucial precautions over the next couple of weeks. Do it. Why? Because we love our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our older moms and dads. They're the most vulnerable. They're the most at risk. If you feel sick, stay home. If your kids feel sick, keep them at home. Anyone in your house tests positive for coronavirus, keep the entire household at home. If you're an elderly person or someone with these underlying medical conditions, or you have a compromised immune system or autoimmune disease, or you went through chemotherapy and radiation, you need to stay away from other people on your own. If possible, work from home, avoid discretionary travel, avoid big social gatherings, avoid nursing homes, avoid large group settings. In other words, for the next 2 weeks, you can sit on the sofa, you can stay at home, and we hope you'll stay with us here at Fox News. But we're trying to get you the information that'll keep your family safe. But by simply doing nothing, we can all save lives. We can flatten the curve of the disease. We can get back to normal. We will eventually. Great Winston Churchill, can't believe in the middle of the bombing of Britain, every single day, walked among the people of Great Britain. You know, what is it? Blood, toils, tears, and sweat. Vowed to wage war by sea, land, and air. Victory. That was the goal. We will be victorious here. Our present challenge requires little more than social distancing for the majority of our population. We can all do our part, like I said, an all-hands-on-deck situation. But for many, most, the vast majority, Dr. Fauci told me on my radio show again today, no, if you're young, healthy, and you don't have a compromised immune system, you might, if you contract the virus, you may have no symptoms, you may have mild symptoms, you may get a full-on flu. It's passing it on to those people that would be at risk. That is the fear. This country will be fine in the end. We have the best doctors, hospitals, scientists, medical researchers, military, the greatest economy in the world has ever seen, and we have an abundance of food, an abundance of natural resources, a robust, hardworking, intelligent population. Oh, the president spoke with America's big grocery chains. They are filling those, you know, don't run in for toilet paper and extra paper towels. Why do people go for that first? I don't get it. Because they're going to be filling the shelves everywhere across the country, and that is also in the works tonight. We'll pull together. We'll defeat this invisible enemy. Lawmakers in Washington, you need to put aside the BS politics. These Americans need help. Don't waste our money. Don't waste it. It's important to our hardworking Americans impacted. It's important industries to this economy. Give it to the people that deserve it, and only the people that deserve it, in the right way, and set the economy up for quick growth when this is all done. Before we get to our guests, I have one more important message. Make no mistake, the dictatorship of China this is where the pandemic started. Now, I'm not saying they're responsible for the pandemic. They are responsible for being irresponsible, trying to hide it, misinforming the rest of the world, rather than inviting the world to offer their help and assistance to them. Now, during those critical early stages, China's so-called leaders, they tried to cover everything up. Instead of alerting the world community, they silenced the doctors working on the front lines. Many themselves now contracted the virus. Some have even died. China's government spreading fake information, propaganda, and lies. They are falsely even blaming the U.S. military for the disease. I was glad the president pushed back hard against them today for that. Now, as part of their massive cover-up, they're kicking out all members of the media from the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Washington Post. Okay, you all should be ashamed of yourselves in China, because it's your reckless actions that have led to thousands of deaths, not only in your own country, but around the world. We would have gladly helped you. You should have asked for the help. The rest of the world would have gladly helped you. Millions more are now suffering because of your brutal dictatorship and your lack of accountability. You ultimately need to take responsibility for all of that. Joining us now with the latest facts without fear, so you will be informed without hype and hysteria.